Hi there, how are you doing? I'm Rebecca Stark and I'm popping in for a quick little DNF video. My apologies, it's been a little while. I have no good excuses. It's just been, um, it hasn't happened. And I saw a friend yesterday who asked me, and she said, I haven't seen a video in a while. So thank you to that friend. If you know who you are, you know who you are. But I'm just chiming in here. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning. If you look closely, I don't think you can see them, but there's some very soggy spots in my lawn this morning because we had a full day of rain yesterday. Yesterday it just rained all day. It's great, but you can see the garden is looking so very happy. I'm trying to see if there's anything behind me there. That yes, so the garden is growing, and I'll try to pop out on the porch and do some videos occasionally so that you can see that the garden is growing, and that's just a fun part of my life that I like to be able to share with you. But more importantly, I am sharing a verse on do not fear. And I'm trying something new and different, and we'll see how this works, but I've actually put the verse on my forearm so that I can hopefully read it and share it with you. I'm going to work to try and recite some of these verses from memory. So commit some of them to memory and recite them to you. But this one right now, I'm just going to read. Sorry, my little girl, my dog, Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton is hiding. She's inside and she keeps jumping at the door like, let me out, let me out. But she was just out. So excuse me. But and I'm gonna it's kind of wraps around. So I'm gonna be reading and twisting. But the verse today that I chose is Psalm 118 verse 5. And it's not an official do not fear verse, but it's got a lot of the do not fear in it. And the verse says, in my distress, I prayed to the Lord, and the Lord answered me and set me free. So, again, not officially do not fear, but there's elements of I was in distress, I called to the Lord, and he answered me, and he set me free of my distress. So, what exactly am I taking away from that? What does that speak to me? So I've been spending some time thinking about and contemplating and sitting with, like, what exactly is it? God, what is it you want me to do with this one and precious life you've given me? How can I serve you? How can I serve the people around me? You know, what exactly is it? I mean, we've all had that question, like, what is it you want me to do? And some people do a great job and find an answer, and they just plow forward and say, okay, here's my answer, and this is what I'm working with. And then there's maybe the rest of us. I don't know, definitely me. I mean, I'm 52 and I'm still asking that question, God, what do you want me to do? Now, I'm ever so grateful in my life. I am a child of God. I'm a wife. I'm a mother. And I've had the great opportunity to be able to teach yoga, and I've been teaching yoga off and on for a good portion of my adult life. And I'm a realtor, and I just ask that God use me in the way that God sees fit. So that's just a little of where I've been, and I just sit with the question, as many do, of God, where am I going? And forgive me, I'm a little enraptured with the sky right now, and a little distracted by how gorgeous the sky is behind me, and the clouds and the sky, and how they're just drifting through, and they're these nice puffy white, really pretty clouds. So it's a gorgeous day, and I get to enjoy this gorgeous day, and I'm so very grateful. And tomorrow I get to go and have lunch with a really amazing group of women. And Friday I get to go volunteer with another organization that I love. And I'm so very grateful that my life has that time and that space in it. And so what exactly is my distress? You know, if you look at the world, like, there's not much that I have in the way of distress, but I do get I get fraught and just ask like, God, what is it that you want me to do? So this verse is just a very nice reminder. I mean, number one, I really don't have challenges. I really don't have struggles. I really don't have a level of distress in my life to complain about. But even if I am feeling distress, and just that gentle reminder that we all feel distress in our own ways, we all feel challenged, and we all feel strife, and we all feel stress in our own ways. And what stress might look like in your life, and what stress looks like in my life, and what stress looks like in another person's life, it's all different. So we don't need to judge and compare. Especially we don't need to compare and say, oh, your distress is not as much as mine. And we don't need to do that. Just if you feel yourself in distress, and this is a good reminder for me, when I feel myself in distress, my job is to pray above all else. So yesterday, one of my Bible verses was that famous 1 Thessalonians 5:17 that says, pray without ceasing. So it's just that gentle reminder of when I feel distress, pray. That reminder comes up over and over again. In my distress, I prayed to the Lord, and the Lord answered me and set me free. So does that necessarily mean God is going to give me exactly what I'm praying for? No, and I don't expect that. But God will set me free from that distress. That's what I'm reading into this verse. That's what I'm hearing. So that's what I want to share with you, and just pop in. And thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your day and sitting with me as I watch the clouds roll by and check out my garden. And I'll try and be back in the relatively near future. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye-bye.